this episode, we aren't here to debate whether UAPs are real or not. You're likely exhausted by that endless back and forth. I want us to look at the UFO phenomenon from a different angle, so that by the end of this video, we have a new understanding of this legacy phenomenon. We have to look at the history. Strange objects in the sky have been recorded as far back as Pharaoh Thutmose III, who noted circles of fire without sound, bright as the sun. The document is controversial. Historians often label it unverified. Yet the narrative persists, stretching from ancient tech to modern fighter pilots detecting objects with definitive radar cross-sections. The phenomenon remains the same, only the labels change. In the past, they were seen as omen. By the 1940s, they were called Foo Fighters. Between 1950 and 1990, they became flying saucers. Today, we call them UAP. Grab your coffee. We're going deep.
That UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying overhead, and that was it.
Late 1944, World War II. Pilots from the 415 Night Fighter Squadron in Europe reported an anomaly. Balls of red, orange, or white light flying parallel to their wingtips. They were undetected by radar, never attacked, and would vanish instantly. Then in December 1944, Lieutenant Samuel A. Krasny reported a red, wingless, cigar-shaped object flying near his aircraft. While cigar-shaped reports are rarer than orbs, this one was logged in military archives and hit the news in January 1945. These weren't civilians, they were professional combat pilots. The twist? US intel initially concluded it might be a German secret weapon, but German pilots were reporting the same thing, thinking it was an Allied weapon. Neither side claimed it. No post-war documents ever proved such technology existed in their arsenals. If this phenomenon has existed for millennia, and if in 1944 the two greatest warring powers on Earth had no idea what they were looking at, the question is no longer, are UFOs real? The question is, what are they, and where are they from? If it's alien tech from some distant galaxy, what is their objective? If it's from Earth, how long have they been developing it? And who is behind it?
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
How many?
Quite a number. Some are landed, some are crashed.
The phenomenon continued. From the Roswell incident in New Mexico and the Kenneth Arnold reports to the iconic event known as the Battle of Los Angeles. In the US, the Hudson Valley Wave, 1982 to 1986, recorded thousands of reports of V-shaped or triangular objects with consistent light configurations. This peaked in 1989 to 1990.
And there were executive doctors, scientists and so on, meteorologists, and they all reported something that they have never seen before.
The Belgian UFO wave was witnessed by an estimated 13,000 people, with approximately 2,600 credible reports analyzed in depth. The descriptions were remarkably consistent. A black triangle, 3 white lights at the corners, and one red light in the center, hovering silently with impossible acceleration. Belgian F-16s even scrambled to intercept them in March 1990.
What these pilots detected was well outside the normal flying envelope of an airplane. Sometimes it had speeds between 150 knots till 990 knots, an acceleration which occurred in a few seconds. These speeds would be impossible to tolerate for a human being.
Notice the pattern. The phenomenon shifts with the era. From Tutmose's fire to World War II's light balls, then saucers, and finally settling on triangles, with the occasional tic-tac or other outliers. The phenomenon evolves with our time. Is the entity changing, or is it something else? This isn't about aliens or ghosts. This is a matter of hardware. Let's look at the leap in human technology since World War II and track the trajectory. In 1944, Germany made a massive jump with the first operational jet, the Me-262. By 1947, we broke Mach 1 with the Bell X-1. The Lockheed A-12 OXCART first flew in 1962, hitting Mach 3.2 plus at 90,000 feet. It was 85% titanium, built to withstand 300 degrees Celsius. Its design was purely futuristic for the 60s. It remained top secret until 1993. Then came the F-117 Nighthawk, a black crystal design that defied conventional jet aesthetics. Flying at Mach 0.9 and nearly invisible to radar, it started as a demonstrator in 1977, went operational in 1981, and wasn't acknowledged until 1988. Then, the B-2 Spirit, a pure flying wing. From below, it looks like a perfect triangle. The program started in secret in 1979, rolled out in 1988, and had its first flight in 1989. And then there's the weirdest one, Tacit Blue. Subsonic, operational in secret by 1982, but not acknowledged until 1996. For raw speed, the record still belongs to the Bell X-15, a missile with a cockpit, hitting Mach 6.72 at 354,200 feet. Though the X-15 was public, many technical details remained classified.
I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program.
Understand two things. First, most platforms are hidden for 5 to 15 years before the public knows they exist. Second, if you project this technological trajectory to 2026, logically, we shouldn't be talking about liquid fuel and conventional aerodynamics anymore. We should be talking about medium manipulation and inertia. But the public sees an apparent stagnation. Is technology actually stalled? Look back at modern UFO sightings. Do you see the correlation between UFO sightings and our technological trajectory? Is it possible these UFOs are simply unpublicized hardware? Look at the most massive cases, Belgium and Hudson Valley. Nearly every credible report describes a triangle with 3 corner lights and 1 central light. If we draw a line from the strange, secret aircraft that took decades to be acknowledged, isn't it possible these were just the next generation of unacknowledged tech? The pattern is always the same. Secret tech exists, the public sees it, there's no reference point, so it's called a UFO.
And so, again, some of this are just, they're unexplained phenomenon. There's actually quite a few more than have been made public. So I think it'll be healthy for as much of this information to get out there as possible, so that the American people can see.
To connect the dots. In 1998, Edgar Fouché claimed the existence of a triangular craft using a plasma-based inertial mass reduction system, labeled the TR-3B. While no official DoD documents confirm a platform named TR-3B, the label stuck to the black triangle phenomenon. Then, between 2016 and 2019, the Naval Air Warfare Center filed several patents through Salvatore Pais, including a high-energy electromagnetic field generator and a craft using an inertial mass reduction device. These patents are real. Their operational status? Classified. The descriptions in these patents mirror the Belgian and Hudson Valley sightings perfectly. I'm not claiming it is the TR-3B, but history shows that what is a UFO today is often declassified hardware tomorrow. Prepare for a logic check. This isn't a conspiracy theory. It's an audit of why functional technology remains hidden. The space race ended with Apollo. Today, the stakes are different. Advanced technology far beyond our understanding likely exists, but there's no need to flaunt it. Look at your smartphone. You think you have the cutting edge? To the manufacturers, that tech is already years old. Political interest is the strongest gatekeeper. The elite mindset isn't like ours. To them, advanced aerospace tech and weaponry are commodities. War is a business interest. Even if a nation had a secret tech capable of neutralizing every nuke on Earth, or a craft that could vanish and disable an entire army solo, they wouldn't use it. Why? Think about this. No matter how advanced a smartphone is, it's useless without cell towers or satellites. What does this have to do with UFOs appearing in every war and throughout the modern era? Without a threat, without war, no nation buys fighter jets, radar systems, or advanced munition. That is the collapse of the industry itself. UFO sightings serve as a threat signal. Imagine if a clean, infinite, and cheap energy source were discovered today. The inventor couldn't just go public. The global economic implication would be catastrophic. Back to the original question. With thousands of credible witnesses, we know these aren't visual errors. So why does the government never give a valid explanation? Do they really not know?
That we've never proved one, but there are things flying around up there that we haven't fully identified yet. And keep in mind, there are basically 1 billion galaxies in an ever-expanding universe. I mean, you can't even get your mind around the sheer number of things that are out there.
But you've seen this.
And
You've seen the data.
Well, no one knows, but I think that the probability is that there's something you would call life somewhere else.
Consider this. If the government admits UFOs are interstellar craft, they admit our cosmological model is incomplete. If these objects traverse interstellar distances, then the speed of light is no longer an operational limit. If a mass-bearing object can pull a 90-degree turn at hypersonic speeds without disintegrating, our conventional model of inertia must be revised. But if they admit UFOs are from Earth, they admit to a massive, unpublicized secret technology program. So, they take the third option: stay silent. Unidentified is the perfect status to maintain scientific, political, and economic stability.
I can't reveal anything.
Oh, really? Because President Clinton said he did go right in and he did check and there was nothing.
Well, you know, that's what we're instructed to say.
Are you still convinced by the Avrocar VZ-9? That clunky, unstable saucer that the Pentagon gave up on in 1961? They wanted the world to believe the flying saucer was an aerodynamic dead end. Yet, history notes that after 1961, saucer sightings nearly vanished, replaced by triangles. Hello, TR-3B.